Alright, hello everyone. Today is Friday, September 19th, 2025, and like I teased in my last WWE prediction video, what I did for Clash in Paris back on August 30th, we're going to discuss the legal options. Alright, these are legal options with your Netflix account to watch WWE premium live events going forward for basically everything that you can imagine on Netflix. Not just the premium live events, but I'm also going to mention that this method will let you watch NXT on Tuesdays and SmackDown on Fridays if you're just saying enough is enough. I want to cut the cord and I want to either pay monthly for a VPN or yearly for a VPN. So I'm going to give you two best suggestions. One that I'm currently using for the monthly, and then I'm going to show you what I'm probably going to do around Black Friday, and I'll probably tease it in another video coming up because I do recommend the yearly VPN for a lot of people, and especially how one YouTuber in particular uses this specific VPN service on a daily basis. So let's get into the press release that WWE has on their website regarding the ESPN direct-to-consumer option. So it was announced that beginning tomorrow, September 20th, we originally had thought that we were going to keep our Peacock the way it was until the Royal Rumble in 2026. Apparently, that's not the case, as it was announced back on August 20th that the ESPN direct-to-consumer era will be starting off with WrestlePalooza. Now, I will mention my prediction video for that will go up tomorrow. So we're still sticking on a Saturday schedule for the predictions. So stay tuned tomorrow morning, and I'll also tease this video in the card as I'm going to be blabbing on as usual. But we know tomorrow the pay-per-view will be taking place at Gainsbridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis. It is confirmed that Pat McAfee will be making an appearance. Yeah, think about it. The one Saturday where he's going to skip College Game Day. I get it. It's his hometown. So anyhow, we know the schedule coming up for premium live events goes as follows. We will have not only WrestlePalooza taking place tomorrow, but it sounds like on Saturday, October 11th, we will have Crown Jewel in Saudi Arabia. And then the annual Survivor Series taking place on November 29th, another Saturday. That will be taking place at Petco Park in San Diego. So we know that we'll get into the matches tomorrow. I don't want to get into random people right now because then that will be off topic. And, you know, this is just a way that I will discuss the ridiculous pricing for this direct-to-consumer option. Now, I thought that my DirecTV account or my Comcast Xfinity account was going to have access to this. Nope. As I'm recording this video, nope. Still no access, which is ridiculous. So guess what, guys? It's $29.99 a month. Okay, yay, you're getting all the direct ESPN channels. Problem. Who's going to pay $29.99 a month for the ESPN Unlimited? No one wants to pay that price. A month? $299 a year? That's ridiculous. Who wants to pay for that? And again, you're not getting all WWE programming. Alright? So I'm going to get into Netflix's pricing. So as I'm recording this video, and this is the way I recommend it because it's live TV anyway. Why would you want to pay for the no ads plan, which I think is ridiculous. So as I'm recording this video, if you pay the $7.99 a month plan, which I think again, Netflix, why can't we have a yearly plan? I think that's just ridiculous. Again, I prefer paying up front. That's just my opinion. That way I don't have to worry about subscriptions. So as of now, for the $7.99 a month you're paying, that's under $100 a year, guys. Think about that. You're saving a lot more money. What I'm about to show you, okay? So $7.99 a month, that's the plan I recommend if you're just subscribing to Netflix for the first time. I mean, if you're doing it for the first time and you haven't watched Raw in months, trust me, this is what I like to do in general, okay? So let's get into our VPN options. Now, for the monthly, if you just want to pay for the month and go from there, what I recommend to do is go with PROTONVPN. PROTONVPN will work on any smartphone, I guess. That's an Android or an iPhone. It'll work with Apple TV boxes. I think it does. I know it works with Amazon Fire Stick because I've tested it and it works fine. That's how I was watching the August 29th episode of SmackDown Live as it was happening. That was the one in Lyon, France. So this is the monthly plan, $9.99 a month. I did get a 99-cent discount. So you might get the 99-cent discount if you're new to NORDVPN. So that would be a good way to do it. I would recommend starting it today. So that way you're covered for WrestlePalooza tomorrow. And then you're covered for Crown Jewel on October 11th. Now let's get into our yearly plans. And I'm not thrilled with the yearly plans as much. So you're going to get billed $60. Then you'll get renewed $79 every 12 months. Now, I think that's ridiculous. Why is Proton doing that? I guess because they figured they would rather have people pay monthly. I don't know. I don't think it's a good deal. Because I'm going to get into why I think Nord is the best one for the yearly in just a second here. But look at this. So, you get billed $107. $79.95 every 12 months, which again, I don't think that's a good price. I'm sorry. So if you just want the monthly and you're just paying month by month, I guess, Proton is the way to go. And I'm going to explain in November why I would recommend going to NordVPN. Now, everybody talks about Nord only because this is the VPN service that is recommended by PewDiePie. Yes, if you don't know who he is, we don't need to get into him, but trust me. I've tested this one too. A friend of mine gave me her account to test to confirm it. So, NordVPN is the best value in terms of the yearlies. Now, you have your $12.99 a month option. Oops, don't want to click on that. We want to click on the yearly plans. There we go. Okay, there we go. Okay, so let's get into the basic one. This is what I wanted to show you. So, I believe you're getting $59.88. So let's see. 2-year plan. So yes, you're getting $83.43. Now, it may be a good price now, but I'm just going to let you guys know it might be better off just to wait until November and just wait it out till then. So I'll do a separate video when we get closer to Black Friday, because I have heard from PewDiePie. Don't ask why I'm able to hear from him, because he's in the YouTube Creators Guild. He is talking to the heads of Nord. He said that everybody's concerned about tariffs. We get all that, blah, blah, blah. Hopefully, you could still get a new account maybe every 2 years. But trust me, guys, you're paying up front $89.27 for 2 years. If you want to pay 1 year, it's like $60. I'll go back to the $60 one in just a second. Here's the $60. So if you get the $60 one, that's $59.88. But I rather would hope, and again, this is what PewDiePie's been hearing, and he's going to keep talking to whoever runs Nord, because he's been concerned about tariffs too, because you know PewDiePie lives overseas, and I get it. Hopefully PewDiePie will come through, and I will do a video in November to help you guys out save some money. Because from what I've been hearing, the 2-year plan might be around $70 by the end of November, which I hope so. Because I've been telling PewDiePie that, hey, the Survivor Series pay-per-view is right around Black Friday. And he's desperately begging them. I get it. You know, it's going to be complicated once we get towards the end of November. So, let's hope that it comes through. But those are your options if you want to pay up front now. It's better to just pay up front for the VPN. Keep paying the monthly for Netflix, because with Netflix, and I'll mention Netflix, and I'll quickly show you with my Nord as we go along. Not Nord, my Proton, just for an example. But it's incredible, guys. I can show you how it works. So we'll get into that clip in just a second. I'll have it edited out. But you'll see what I'm talking about when we get to why it's so important you're going to need Netflix. Because again, you can actually watch tonight's episode of SmackDown, and I'll get into how it works with the VPN. Alright? Alright, so we are now on the Netflix page, and since this is for demonstration purposes given today is September 19th, we want to confirm tonight's episode of Friday Night SmackDown will be available. Now, even though I am recording this on a different day, just for demonstration purposes, and it does fit with the timeline of this video, we want to look for WWE. So let's search for the current WWE programming here in the United States. Now, here in the United States, this is all that we're basically getting. We got, of course, Monday Night Raw from this past Monday on the 15th. We have the Unreal Stories. We have the Raw Vault, the Mr. McMahon documentary, and we have Raw Classics. But let's say, for a hypothetical, we want to look for, again, NXT, SmackDown, and of course, what we're really doing this for is WrestlePalooza. So what we want to do is search for a server in Canada with ProtonVPN. So it's very important when you subscribe to ProtonVPN or NORDVPN in this case, it's very important to use their Chrome extension, because let's say if you're on a computer, it works very well. So what we want to do is look for a server in Toronto or Montreal. Montreal typically has the fastest server. So what you do is you reload Netflix, and it should reload in just a second. So again, this is demonstration purposes. So once it loads up, you see here that the content is changed. So for an example, The Rookie has come up. And here's the example of what you're going to get right here. So it's very important that you go with a Toronto or a Montreal server. Make sure it's in the provinces of Quebec or Ontario. So if you're on the East Coast, for an example, you'll know what time pay-per-views start. Unfortunately, if you're, let's say, Central Canadian time, which would be Windsor, Mountain time, which would be, I guess, Winnipeg, Edmonton, Calgary, they don't have a server. But if you're on the West Coast, it would say Pacific time if you, let's say, go with Vancouver. So this is what we're looking for right here. Okay, so this is what we're looking for. And there it is right there. So you'll be able to see WrestlePalooza on Netflix as long as you use ProtonVPN or NORDVPN. But let's say you want to watch on a TV. Well, let's go to my Amazon Fire Stick for a demonstration. Alright, so we're now on my Amazon Fire Stick. So this is an explicit tutorial on how to make sure that your Netflix can work. So what you're going to do if you're on an Amazon Fire Stick, because this is very important if you want to watch on a TV for an example. And again, you want to save hundreds, because again, you're saving hundreds by my method here to watch the future WWE pay-per-views. So when you're on settings, you go to applications, you go to manage installed apps, and this is very important when you're on Netflix. So make sure that when you load Netflix, you're going to hit force stop first, then you're going to hit clear cache. Do not hit clear data, because if you hit clear data, you will have to log back into your Netflix account, which is very inconvenient. I do not recommend doing this. If you want to start over, whatever, maybe not get traced, I do not recommend that, because then it wastes time. You'll basically say to yourself, why am I doing this and tormenting myself? Now, on ProtonVPN's app, and the same applies for the Nord app, for an example, you don't have to do that method. You just, every time, it doesn't matter. But when you're done Netflix, please make sure that you're careful, because you don't want to make a mistake here. So, I want to see if I highlight something here. See if we can get the server list. Okay. So I want to go to the server list, just for an example. And again, I really recommend going with the Montreal ones, because they really do have good reliability. Unless the Toronto ones may hang on, Toronto may have a better reliability. I'll have to look here. 26% server load. Oh, maybe because they're going based on the lowest loads available. So I guess we'll go with this one, since it's not high demand. But for Saturday, that'll mention. So for first time, this will come up on your Fire Stick. You're going to hit OK. And you'll now be connected to Canada. So what you're going to do is now you'll load up Netflix. And then Netflix should load. For this demonstration, I'll update it. Hopefully it won't. Hopefully it will clear up quickly here. So I'll be right back. Alright, now that that was done with, we're on a black screen. Normally that will happen when you're loading up Netflix on your Amazon Fire Stick, for an example. So we should be waiting for the famous choo-choo noise of the second, because that's what happens every time you load up Netflix, especially when you're watching on Monday nights. So hopefully it'll be here, and there we go. Bingo. There's CM Punk, and look at that. Right when we load up, there is WrestlePalooza. Look how convenient that is. So just to prove that it's ready. Now, from what I'm noticing,
after 6 months together in the academy, you've earned the right to be here, but you'll have to prove yourself to stay.
Netflix layout.
The way we do things matters.
Protocol
and tradition are the metal from which every cop in this city is forged. Understand?
This is just a spare Fire Stick I have connected to the computer right now. So what you're going to do is right here, you will see WrestlePalooza right there. So there it is. So a reminder will be set that, of course, WrestlePalooza is streaming for tomorrow on September 21st. No added date on my mind. I'm just so excited to show you this, guys, because, again, you're saving a lot of money by doing this. And again, you know, if you want to watch SmackDown, NXT, Raw, actually Raw every week, I mean, this is pretty useful. Especially how I wanna confirm something. And I'll search WWE on here. Ooh, there's Clash in Paris right there. I mean, when we watch Clash in Paris, I mean, that's convenient. So I just want to see if I can load the time to prove that it works. That way I'm not going crazy about Eastern time for Saturday. So there it is right there. WrestlePalooza. So that's just the demonstration purposes. So let's just wrap up this video to summarize what I was just talking about here. So again, if you are a cord cutter and you're saying to yourself, I don't watch other sports, I just want to save money, I'm going to spend this amount for the VPN. Andy is right. I'm going to be so much happy paying upfront for a VPN. So trust me, you'll thank me. You'll really thank me. So I really hope you found this video useful. So PROTONVPN, NORDVPN, I'll leave those links in the description below just to get you to their home pages, because the websites are very simple to use. Now, you can pay with Apple Pay, Google Pay. You can use gift cards if you want for the VPNs. Netflix gift cards, you can do that too. Just make sure that you're paying for the American one first, or whatever country you're using. Pay that way. Use your VPN. You'll thank me. I really hope that, again, you found this video pretty useful. So we're going to wrap it up here. Thank you all very much for watching, and stay tuned for my WrestlePalooza predictions tomorrow. So until the next one, please take care.